welcome to episode 17 of the Winelander Wednesday Roundup. For some reason why my camera's looking a little high. We're gonna scooch it on down here. So great to see you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait. I was so looking forward to this all day. I have to tell you, I was like, I want to sit down with my friends and just chit chat and have ourselves a good time. By the way, thank you to each and every one of you who showed up here bright and early to join the live chat. I see there's already tons of comments, and if you're watching the replay right now, thank you so much for coming and checking out this live stream that we do here every single week at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. It's great to have y'all. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at this comment section. The way I just had to like do a fast scroll to get to the top. Daniel, great to see you. Joshua, Odell, Kyle, Jim. Great to see you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out with us this evening. I see we're already like pre-gaming the like, did you make it to the end of the live stream emoji? I'm here for it. I am totally here for it. I also see we're talking about weather, which by the way, y'all, it was 80 degrees here in Phoenix today. I looked at the forecast and I kind of cried. I did. I felt like I'm being robbed of a season. I am, as you can see, I am literally in shorts and a t-shirt today. It's the last day of January. Just brain is just absolutely exploding. Ugh, it's freaking nuts, you guys. Alrighty, let's see what else we got going on here in the comments. I know, I'm catching up to you guys. Don't stop like giving me a hard time. You guys were here way before I was. I had to get everything all set up and stuff. I was working on things, which by the way, I cannot wait for you guys to see the vlog that I made from this past weekend at Supercross. She was a doozy. There was so much that I like was trying to like fit into the video without it being too much. You know, I wanted it to be like to the point, but also take you on a journey. And I think I accomplished it today. I got it all queued up and everything. And if all goes well, I plan on dropping that for you guys tomorrow. Which if you're like, Ashley, maybe it's been a second since you've tuned in, you're like, what the absolute heck are you talking about? Just to fill in the blanks, okay? This past weekend, I was in Anaheim, California for round 4 of AMA Monster Energy Supercross. It was their second Anaheim race that they did for the season, and holy cow, so much fun. I had the pleasure of not only performing the national anthem at the event, but I also had the opportunity to do a special in-person interview and sneak peek preview of my first single that I will be releasing this year. So it was a blast. I take you on that whole journey. Travel, sound check day, day of the race and everything, kind of give you a little, not even bird's eye view, truly like almost my POV of what it's like to go through a Supercross event, and yeah, just take you through that whole process. Like I said, I am planning on releasing that tomorrow, so keep your eye out for that. Subscribers though, if you are subscribed to me on Instagram or Facebook, keep your eye out there too, because I will probably be posting an early link for you guys to see it before it goes officially up. So yeah, little perks, little benefits of being a part of all of that. And of course too, if you're in the fan club, I will of course email you as soon as the video is live. But if you're subscribed here on YouTube, it's not a big deal anyway, because it'll pull up for you, and better yet, it'll notify you if you turn on the post notifications by hitting the little bell next to the subscribe button. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I had so much fun editing it all up. And Kyle, I'm assuming you're talking about this hat right here when you ask, is that a new hat in the background? The answer is no. This is actually an older hat, but considering that we are celebrating all the goodness from Supercross this past weekend, I figured we'd throw it in there. This is actually from a couple years back. If you guys follow racing at all, this was from Aaron's last year on Team Yamaha. So when he was in his like 250 days and stuff. So I have like Dylan Ferranda's signature here. Aaron's, of course, is right there. A couple of the mechanics signed it. I think actually I got Malcolm Stewart to sign that one too. It was a really fun year. Lots of really, really great athletes on the team. So that is a treasured possession, but it is making a little cameo in the background as an ode to all the Supercross, racing fun that we have had the last weekend. And this weekend we get a little bit of a reprieve, at least as far as the work I'm going to be doing with Supercross. But next weekend, February 10th, she's going to be back. And even better yet, it's a hometown event for yours truly here. I will also be doing another national anthem performance for the Glendale round of Supercross, or round 6. That is taking place in Arizona, by the way. That's Glendale, Arizona, not California. So yeah, we're going to be doing the anthem there. And we are also going to do another interview and sneak peek preview of my upcoming single for y'all to enjoy. So if you're in the Valley, Super Bowl weekend, yes, because it is Super Bowl weekend, the weekend that whole event is going on, grab some tickets off supercrosslive.com, and I would love to see you there. And if you are there, let me know. Let me know. Because that way, if you see me in the pits or anything, flag me down. We could take pictures. It'd be awesome. John Buchanan asked, did you do anything fun today? Well, I think video editing is actually fun. So I spent quite a good chunk of time editing the vlog for you guys, which, like I said, will be coming out tomorrow. I also started doing some work on West Coast bookings. So for my friends in like California, Oregon, Washington, I'm working on it. Okay, I am working on it. Something fun for those of y'all who might be newer to the community and stuff. Being an independent artist means that I do everything pretty much in-house by myself. I have a small but very mighty team of people that I work with to make things happen every single year with the new projects and tours and stuff, but there's also a lot of things that are under my control as well, and some booking stuff is in that realm. So I have been working on trying to get some more shows up on the calendar for this year's tour. We're off to a really great start already. Lots of really awesome shows are already up on the calendar, with more to certainly come. I'm just waiting for some things to get finalized and sent in. I know I say that all the time, but it's literally because there's always new things coming in all the ding dang time. All the ding dang time. Which I am totally okay with. But yeah, it just means that we're just trying to wait for certain things to come in and stuff. And I, of course, don't want to spill the beans before I'm allowed to. As soon as I'm allowed to, it's all over. You guys will know every single detail as soon as I do. Let's see. And if you guys did anything fun today, of course, I would love to hear what you've been up to down in the comments. At some point, I had to come out of my vlog editing cave and see the sun. I was editing in my room. It was dark. It was just, like I said, like a cave. And at some point, I finished everything. I got it uploaded to YouTube. And I was like, she needs to see some UV rays that did not come out of her computer. So I took some time to step out outside, enjoy it, soak it in. It did help me feel better, by the way. So if you haven't, it might be dark where you're at already. I don't know. But if you still have some sunlight, get it. Go soak it up. Because I know it definitely made a difference for me today. James Bigham asked, do you like Squishmallows? What an interesting question. So I will say, I actually, believe it or not, do not have any of my own, but I do enjoy them. I don't collect or anything like that, but you know, when I see them in the store, there's just something. I love to grab them. I'd love to do what their godly intention purposes, and that's to squish them. Like, they are so soft. I don't know what they do to make a Squishmallow so soft, but I enjoy the heck out of it. I absolutely enjoy the heck out of it. And I think recently, I've always been tempted. We have a local game store in my town that hosts, you know, all sorts of board game nights and things like that. And every time I walk in there, they got such cute little nerdy Squishmallows, you know, Dungeons and Dragons related ones, or Pokemon and stuff like that. And there's even some days I've walked in there, they've had avocados. Like, it's just all over the place. And you just squish them and you're like, should I buy this? Because it's so squishy. I love comfy things. So I guess long answer short, yes, I do. I just don't own any. Yeah, if you guys collect them or anything like that, I'd love to know. Or if you just have one, what is your Squishmallow? What do you have? Ralph, thanks for tuning in. Alexandra, thanks so much for tuning in, my friends. Great to have you guys here. I feel like I'm so behind in the comments, but I don't want to miss anything that anybody's saying. So I just want to make sure that I'm seeing everybody. I always like to see who's hanging out here with us. Joe, thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you enjoyed the music and stuff. Like I said, lots of new music coming out this year, and of course with the Supercross performances and everything like that too. The full video, by the way, can't believe I forgot to mention this as part of, you know, talking about Supercross and the vlog. We've just been so focused on getting this vlog out to you guys. The rest just kind of, you know, slipped past my noggin. But the full performance of my national anthem from this past weekend at Angel Stadium for Supercross is actually up on YouTube. I posted that the other day, so if you haven't had the chance to go check it out and you wanted to go see it, it's 1 minute and 45 seconds. You can jump on over to my profile and check it out there under the more recent uploads and see all of that. Alrighty, let's see. I see we're already up. We got Super Bowl talk going on in there, and I see we got some Kansas City fans. I'm scrolling. Do I see any Niners? Any 49ers fans hanging out here with us? Let's see. Not yet, not yet. But maybe I'll find them. And Kyle, throwing in these sly comments. Did you say something about new merch? Did I? We are working on new designs and everything right now for you guys. So we are currently in the design phase of that whole process right now, really locking down on stuff. But I will say we just solidified a design today. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I can't wait. And then, of course, we got to figure out all sorts of different things to put these designs and stuff on. So if you have any particular pieces of merchandise that you would love to see in the collection for this year, please let me know down in the comments of what you have suggested. Of course, like t-shirts and hats are always in the cards. But if there's anything different or different styles of shirts that you would love to see, or hats, or whatever the case might be, put in the merchandise collection for this year, I am totally open to your guys' opinions down below. Just sprinkle them in there. Mike's been playing guitar. I love to see that. I was talking about this the other day on my Instagram live. I had to take my violin into the shop to get some repairs done on her, and holy cow. Of course, like when she's not here, I've just had the strongest urge to play the violin. Like I've been jonesing for it, and I'm excited to get her back. One, because I know that it's going to be so much better to play on my instrument now that, you know, she's getting all of her bells and whistles affixed on her. But yeah, I want to play. I want to play, but I've been playing guitar and stuff like that in the meantime too. So, you know, it's not a great loss, but yeah, it's funny how you really want things when you don't have access to them anymore. Psychology. You can do with that what you will. Let's see. And John Strader, yeah, you probably did hear our vroom vroom racing friend come down the street. I've learned there's a couple of them. They all have different sounds. Some of them are motorcycles, some of them are cars, some of them are side-by-sides is what I learned too. So you never know which one's going to come down the street. More often than not, it's the motorcycles. But, you know, it could just be up in the air. And James Hayes, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening as well. Brother, saludos a Cuba. I love that. Thanks so much for being here. Great to see you, my friend. I love seeing everybody tune in from all different places in the world. I love that. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Ooh. Cassie says, I guess since the Lions are out for the Super Bowl, I will be pulling for the Niners. Honestly, understandable. Understandable. I was kind of bummed. Personally, I was hoping that the Lions would get into. But, you know, football is football. It's going to do what it's going to do. But yeah, I was rooting. It started off so well. And then they tried. It just went a little sideways. And thank you guys for leaving down your preferences for merchandise items and stuff in the comments. I really do appreciate that. It is a lot to plan and coordinate and manage, and I want to make sure that what we put out to you guys are all things that you want. Obviously, I don't want to get stuck with them by any means, but I want to do some cool and different things for you guys this year. So Jim, I know, I hear you. Hoodies, I know. Hopefully we will have lined it up to where when winter comes around again, I know you guys are still in winter. Like I said, it's 80 degrees here in Phoenix. It's a little hard for me to think that way right now. But especially when the colder season comes back around, to have all that lined up, to have some hoodies and winter merch for you guys. Mike's tuning in from Brazil. I love this. I love just like scrolling through and seeing all different sorts of people from all over the world. Thank you guys for taking the time to come and just hang out and chit chat for a little bit and see everything that's going on. I love that. John Buchanan says, I'm going to Houston for the rodeo in February. I wish you could be performing there. I know you will one day. Your music is the best. Well, thank you, John. I would love for the honor to play the Houston Stock rodeo show. Obviously, it's not on the calendar this year, but hopefully in years to come, it will certainly be a staple on the list. I think it would be so much fun. Yeah, I would also, it's like that one and afar. But if we want to talk about rodeos that I am going to be a part of, the one I'm really looking forward to this year is, of course, Cheyenne Frontier Days. We are back in Wyoming for CFD again this year, and we are playing the after party, not just one, but 2 nights at the Outlaw Saloon. So when all the big concert stuff gets done at the rodeo fairgrounds, when you're looking for something to do afterwards, you want to keep the party going, you want to keep the music flowing, you come on over to the Outlaw Saloon and we'll take care of you there. It is going to be so much fun. Thursday night, because I'll tell you, Outlaw Saloon, there's 2 stages that run. There's the inside stage and then there's the outside stage. And the outside stage is very much outdoor concert, big stage vibes. And the inside's really good size too. It's just indoor. But the outdoor stage, I am so excited to say that we are headlining that Thursday night of that week and Cheyenne Frontier Days. So we'll be there. And then Friday night, we're there inside. Y'all, we had the pleasure of playing a Friday night inside this past year in 2023 on the Rollin' On tour. Absolute blast. We had so much fun. That place was packed. So if you happen to be there, thank you for coming out. If you have never, ever been to a Cheyenne Frontier Days and you're looking for a reason to go vacation in Wyoming, I can't recommend it enough. It is so much fun. It's not very often that when we go to be a part of events like that, we actually get to go enjoy the events themselves. But this past year, we actually did have the pleasure of going to the rodeo, watched barrel racing, and watched the Mustang races and stuff. Holy cow. It was amazing. If you've never been, I would highly suggest you go. So much fun. So much fun. I see we got still a lot of opinions on the Super Bowl and stuff happening in there. Listen, at the end of the day, because y'all know I'm an Arizona Cardinals girly, I really I really don't have a preference either which way. Who's doing well? At that, I say that until it starts impacting my squares. I forgot about squares. Do you guys play squares when it comes to the Super Bowl? You know what I'm talking about, right? They do the little points chart and you blindly write your name in a square, and then by the end of the quarter, if it's yours, you win the pot. When it comes to that, that's when I care. But going into it blindly, I don't have any preferences and stuff. I'm just there for some fun, some football, and better yet, in my humble opinion, all the snacks. Because holy cow, tailgate and football day, Super Bowl snacks, they're just the bomb. They're just amazing. What? I know I'm opening up a food conversation. I know this happens every broadcast, y'all. You do not have to remind me, okay? But I have to ask, Super Bowl day snacks or food, if you go a little above and beyond just snacking your way throughout the whole entire day, what is your favorite snacks for game day? I love bread and spinach dip. Be still, my heart. I'm a deviled egg fan. What else is typically out on Super Bowl? Just a lot of chips and dip, honestly. But I'd love to know what you guys cook up, what you're there. And Jim, you call me out like that. It's like, come on, don't you want to be rooting for the Chiefs, having family from Missouri and everything? I love that. Yeah, and also you get the Taylor Swift package deal for that. Honestly, I have to say, I've been thoroughly entertained by most of my newsfeed when it comes to the Super Bowl, not being about the Super Bowl, but everybody trying to figure out if she's going to be able to make it to the game after performing her last night of her Eras Tour in Japan the day before. I think she will. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, so much fun. And John Strader, I feel you on that. I hope the commercials are great this year as well. You never know what you're going to get. Some years I feel like they're shining, shimmering, splendid. And then other years, you're just like, yeah, who cares? Moving on. Pushing forward. Ooh. Now we're talking about food. I'm getting hungry. Kyle's like, my snacks of choice. Chicken wings, nachos. Yes. And Odell is right on the money. Spinach dip truly is the best. Okay? Like, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. John says, I order a pizza and JoJo potatoes, Tostitos, and salsa dip. That's the other thing. Potato skins. Y'all, potato skins. How did I not? How did that one, like, just leave my brain? I love a good potato skin. So good. So good. Like, I don't know about y'all. There's just something about a combo of a crispy potato with some sour cream and cheese. Like, just potato and dairy. I feel like my European roots are showing on that one, but it don't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. It's the best. Let's see. But yeah, I know that we're all like on the same page. Daniel says, do you ever bet money, Ashley, on the NFL teams? So like, I don't participate in the FanDuel, the thing that they got going on. The most I'll ever get when it comes to sports, and it's literally just for Super Bowl, is doing the squares, the squares. So yeah, that's as much as we get. The closest I really ever get to gambling is if somebody goes, hey, Ashley, do you want to go play bingo? 100%. I will happily spend my money to go play bingo in hopes of winning some money back over slot machines, cards, like any of that. None of that. I will play bingo till the cows come home. One of the biggest joys in my life was one of my birthdays. We went, and Casino Arizona out here in the valley is like the only casino that you can play bingo. And my family, my best friend, like, we love bingo. So we went as part of my birthday and played bingo. I lost every single game except for one, and that's the one that matters. And I won $300. $300 on bingo. All I had to do was sit there, look pretty, eat some snacks, and, like, just dab things. That's it. It was amazing. It was the easiest $300 I've ever earned in my whole life. As you can see, it brings me immense joy. Yeah, like I said, you can't really lose at bingo, because if you do it right, at the end of the day, you just paid some money to eat snacks with your friends and have a good time. I got one friend, like I said, we love to play bingo. And so whenever she's in town, we go and play bingo. And there's one particular bingo hall that we like to go to because they have a chatty room. Because y'all know I can't be quiet. Why would I be? So we go and we sit in the chatty room and just yeah, it's a ton of fun. Definitely a good time. But yeah, enough about bingo. And John Buchanan, great question. He says, do you have a lot of different people in your band? It seems like different shows you have different people playing with you. The answer to that is yes. I always end up having some sort of different people, and that's just purely based off of availability of musicians. It's not because, we didn't like somebody or, whatever, but truly just because of availability. So obviously when I go out on tour, I have my group that I tour with. We fly people in, rehearse, we all travel together, that sort of thing, and that's my group for the time that we're there. And then when we're kind of in like the off season, that's truly where the band gets a little bit more variable. You might see some different people here and there, like I said, just purely based off of availability. And even with tours, obviously not the same group always goes out every single season, just because everybody gets different opportunities and are in different places in their life. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place. So I know I've gotten a couple questions that are like, Ashley, for tour this year, are you having the same band and stuff like that? And to answer that question is, you might see some of the same people, you might see a couple different people. It just, like I said, all depends on availability. So we're trying to put all that stuff together right now too. So yeah, you never know. You never know what faces you're going to see when you're out and about in the world. All right. Mike asked a fun question. How many horses do you have and what are their names? So, because of where I live, I actually don't own any horses at the moment. That's just because we're not zoned for horses. But I do have a couple horses that I've had the pleasure of leasing and working with and stuff over the last few years. Especially, so just to name those ones very near and dear to my heart, of course, the I'm Gonna Ride music video, you see Ringo, who is out at aztrailriding.com. Their stables out in Apache Junction and are so much fun. If you see a nice little painted girl in pictures with me from the past year or so, that is Mabel. When I go out to run barrels or anything like that, she's the horse that I love to pick. She's a Cooper, and I adore the heck out of her. But of course, I also in the past have worked with some amazing horse rescues and sanctuaries. So if you go and you scroll through, there's like a plethora of horses that I have taken pictures with and worked with and had the chance to bond with over the years. So, you know, there's so many that are near and dear to my heart. Unfortunately, none of them I can call officially mine. Like I said, that's just because of between touring and where I live and all that sort of stuff. Owning a horse right now is a little much, but I love him deeply. I love him deeply. It is my dream to have a place that is zoned for ponies so I don't have to drive to a stable to go see them. I just want to have them in my backyard and have a good time. That's the goal. That's the goal. That is the goal. But I love horses so very much. I love working with them, like I said, between the rescue rehabilitation side of things to simply enjoying rodeo sports and all that, a good trail ride even. It's so much fun. So much stinking fun. And let's see. All right. Odell, I love that. It says, I think a lot of us gotta get going. We have a lot of eating to do. I hear you. I hear you on that. Yeah, it's time. It's almost dinner time, y'all. Oh, man. I don't know what you're eating tonight, but I'm thinking there's some yummy chicken in my future. Some veggies. Maybe some rice. Trying to keep it on the healthier side because I'm trying to get tour ready. You know, trying to just be a little buff queen so that way I can run around for 3 hours back to back for 5 days and sing my tushy off and travel the United States. So, yeah, trying to keep it on the healthier side. But, you know, sometimes special occasions come, like the Super Bowl, and you eat chips and dip, and you get to talking to people in the comments, and they bring up things like donuts and cookies, and you just want to eat sugar. Y'all. It's tough some days. Like, yeah. Kiki's having spaghetti, Kyle's having pizza and tater tots, and Cassie's having those. Should I rethink my life? Is it like an Italian kind of day? That's the vibe I'm getting. Apparently it's pasta night. So maybe that should be like chicken, vegetables, and some pasta. Ooh. Just saying. Ooh, Bob, I wish I was having dinner with you. He said I just had calamari. I love calamari. Love calamari. And maybe this is an unpopular opinion, or maybe you guys share the same as me. I think the best calamari is not the kind that's been like chopped up and made into little rings. I want to see the tentacles. I want to see them because that is the best flavor. That is the best flavor for calamari. Is when they're, is all the legs. Call me weird. I know. From a visual standpoint, it can be a little off-putting. But from a flavor profile, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I love that we are all sharing, by the way, what we're eating. And I think now this is a great time for me to say, whatever is on your dinner plate tonight, I hope it is amazing. I hope it is so good. I hope it fills your belly, and when you go to sleep tonight, it just, nothing but blissful dreams, because that's what good food does for you. And in the meantime, until I see you again, whether that be Friday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time for the Facebook Friday Live, or maybe on Tuesday at 5 p.m. on TikTok, or 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time on Instagram on Tuesday, or back here on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I just want to say, whenever I might see you again, until then, I hope you are safe. I hope you are happy. I hope you have an amazing time. And you eat lots and lots of more yummy food and have more fun and good experiences. So until then, be safe. Have a great time, my friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye.